Morning, happy Thursday. I have found myself with a little bit of spare time this morning, very unusually. Casper is sleeping and I thought it's been quite a long time since I've shared any yoga publicly. I've just been teaching my clients, and so for that reason, I thought I'd put together just a little 20-minute gentle flow for anyone that's needing help and support with a little bit of de-stressing, getting rid of the tightness in the body from the week work, sitting at your desks, and yeah, just introducing a bit of movement, hopefully to kind of free up the body and energize you for the weekend ahead. Hopefully wherever you are, the weather is as nice as it is here today in the north. So what you need is just to have something comfortable and on and a mat or a space for you to move in. Don't worry too much about having all the things. You can do your yoga practice without anything really, just in your pajamas on your bed if you want to. So grab yourself a cushion, and if you want to, you can sort of sit on top of that. You want to elevate the hips slightly, potentially, if that makes things more comfortable, and then find either a full cross-leg position or just kind of drape the legs in front of you, whatever feels most accessible. This isn't necessarily easy or comfortable for people. And we're just going to start to roll through the spine and the hips and the waist. So just take some nice circles here. And you can start to kind of roll and stretch across the shoulders as well. So allow the back to round when you come towards the back of the space. Yeah, and this should instantly feel really great. So just some nice light movement. Lovely. And sort of feel your weight move around the pelvis, kind of rotating around in a circle. And you can change direction when you feel like it. Yeah. And open the chest as you come forward. Nice big inhalation when the chest is open, plenty of room for breath. And then exhaling as you go round the back. Lovely. And then we'll come up to neutral when you're ready. Kind of reset your posture. And from here, we're just going to take one hand down to the side, reach the other one up, and just take a little gentle lean over to the side. Really root down with this outer hip so that what you get is this nice big stretch down the outside of the body. Nice breath in and exhale. And you can kind of walk those fingertips of the grounded hand away to allow yourself to really expand this space. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. So just opening up those ribs, the side of the body, creating more space to breathe. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Gently over to the other side. Okay, reaching the arm up and exhale over. Nice. Breath in and breath out. 2 more. You can take the gaze up to the ceiling. You can get really low with that supporting arm. Just really working on keeping that hip grounded and opening up this space here. Last one. Exhale. Beautiful. All right, gently floating the arm down. Nice. We'll move the shoulders now. So just bring your hands onto the shoulder heads and we'll just take some nice circles with the elbows. Imagine that you're drawing circles on the 2 sides of the room. Yeah. And so you can start smaller if you want to and then get them bigger. But just really think about the ball and socket joint there, the bone into the joint of the shoulder, and thinking about this nice kind of lubricating of this space. Yeah, my left shoulder is having a right kind of grindy, cricky noise. So you can expect that. It's completely normal. It might be that there's a little bit of injury somewhere in your body, in your shoulders. Again, really common, especially with the way that we kind of live our lives and all of our time we spend carrying things and leaning over our laptops. Change direction with your rotations when you're ready. And then from there, you can send the arms out wide and reach to the 2 sides of the room, but without straining. Keep the shoulders down, lift them down away from the ears and just kind of reach really so that you feel this nice stretch all the way through the arm. And you can send the thumbs back. Nice breath in there And then exhale, rotate the thumbs all the way forward and really kind of rotate the shoulders all the way forwards. Elbows are pointing towards the ceiling. Nice breath in. Exhale, rolling all the way forwards. 2 more of those. Inhale. I love this one. It's hard. My arms are burning already. But it feels great. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Now you can just soften the shoulders round behind the back of the body, clasp the hands, keep the elbows bent, just have a nice stretch across the chest. Yeah, so really look to broaden your collarbones, create more space and width here. Draw your ribs down and open up through the chest. Yeah, might not look like this. So might look more like this. Sometimes just so much tightness here. So don't worry, just kind of work with what feels useful. Remember, we're looking for a feeling. Again, inhale and exhale. Nice. All right, this time, soften the shoulders, kind of get rid of any tension and burn that might be there, and you can clasp the hands behind the back of the head. And we're just going to roll the chin in towards the chest, take a nice little roll all the way over to the other side, breath in, and exhale all the way forward. So again, look for a nice feeling. Don't worry too much about the shape or what it looks like, just kind of have this nice gentle glide of the chin towards the chest, all the way over, ear towards the shoulder, and just think about finding that nice stretch in the neck. Couple more. Just with your own breath, so go at your own pace. And then when you're ready to, you can come all the way back to neutral, release the hands, give the hands a shake. Okay, so we just want to work into the hands a little bit because we're going to come onto all fours into tabletop. So just stretching the palms out in front of you, really kind of push the hands away. Yeah, and we'll use one hand to pull back on the other fingers, and that should feel really great across the forearm, through all of that connective tissue in the hands. Yeah, poor hands, they get a lot of use, don't they? So really flicking out through the fingers, trying to create some nice blood flow through the wrist, through the fingertips, the other side. Nice. Breath in and breath out. So we just want to use these calmer moments just to allow ourselves to catch up with ourselves. So allow the body and the mind to meet here on the mat. Quite often we do these things in a bit of a mindless way. You know, the body's doing one thing and the mind's thinking about all of those things that we need to do. So just kind of making the effort to bring your thoughts here, tuning into the sensations that your body's feeling, noticing sensations, where there's challenge, what feels good, all of it matters. So just those observations is the practice that we're looking for. So when you're ready, we're going to roll over onto our all fours. So find tabletop, 4-point position. Okay, so just if you need to, remember to pad underneath your knees and your hands. Remember wanting to kind of keep this gentle kind of quality to our practice this morning. So certainly not bearing too much weight into the wrists or on the hard floor. So just really be mindful of what feels gentle. And we'll just move through some modified cat-cows where we're rolling around, dipping the chest down towards the floor. Look for that kind of arch of the back, all the way over to the back of the mat, round through the shoulders, get that nice rounding through the back, and then coming all the way back down again. So breath in when you're forwards and down, and exhalation when you're rounding the spine here, emptying the breath from the body. So we're getting some movement all the way through from the hips, through the spine, up to the shoulders, and even, of course, the elbows and the wrists here. So really sort of moving into that opportunity to lubricate and nourish all of those joints. Keep going in your own time. You can change direction, take things the other way. Keep the breath. So keep this exhalation when you're up at the top and inhalation when you're down here. Few more. Yeah, one of my favorites. And then when you're ready to, you can come to stillness. We're going to flip the hands back. We're going to have another nice stretch for the forearms. Keep some width between your hands. Yeah, so they're almost mat width for me. And then when you're ready to, just take the bum back. Nice stretch through the forearms. Open the chest here. Yeah, come forwards, inhale. And exhale back. Nice. So we'll do this for the legs in a moment as well as we start to make our way up into our first down dog. Again, inhale and exhale. Lovely. So flipping the hands back round. If you need to, you might just need to take a minute to kind of relieve the wrist a little bit. And then when you're ready to, we're going to make our way to our first downward facing dog. So tuck toes. Don't worry too much about straightening the legs at this point. Think more about elevating the hips and the bum. Yeah, finding space between the hands so that your chest can draw through the arms. Your ears want to land in between the biceps. And then when you feel like it, you can work on straightening the legs. If that doesn't ever happen, don't worry. Think more about allowing the bend of the knee so that the lower back can stretch up and away. So we want to focus on this lengthening of the spine. If the legs straighten, that's great. You can start to work towards grounding the heels. Wherever you are, maybe a little walk here of the dog to kind of stretch through the calves, the lower calf. Nice. Even the tissue in the bottom of the foot, that sort of tightness in the arch. Hopefully that's all getting a bit of a stretch here. Nice. And really kind of working to the tips of the toes as well. So poor toes have been having quite a different lifestyle over the past year, wearing probably different shoes, not walking as much, not going out on the tube. So whatever is going on with the feet, just be kind of mindful of how they're doing. And then just a little sway of your hips when you're ready, and we'll find our way into our down dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. I want you to try to relax the head so that the head is nice and droopy. Chest pushes back towards the thighs. Heels down. Draw the navel in. 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Really nice. When you're ready to, we can start to walk the hands and feet into the center of the mat, and we'll come to a nice forward fold. So from here, allow space between your legs, allow a bend to the knees if you need to. Wherever you are, we're going to grab opposite elbows and let the head dangle. Okay, so just lengthening through the spine here. Again, a bit like in the down dog. If you need to, bend your knees to allow the chest to come down. Otherwise, if the legs are straight, then go ahead, lift the kneecaps, rock the weight forward slightly, long neck wherever you are. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Again, breath in and breath out, long spine. When you're ready to, slowly uncurl your spine, bend the knees to get here. Even if you've got those nice long hamstrings, think about really releasing the tightness in the hamstrings so that you can make your way all the way up to standing. And exhale there. Okay. So we're going to come to the back of our mat space, all right, and we're going to move through some sun salutations. So squeeze the legs together, palms down by the sides of the body. You can't see my head, but that's okay. Reaching nice and wide, and the arms out towards the sides of the room. And then exhale, take a dive forwards all the way down towards the floor. Nice. We're going to walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat, finding a nice high plank posture. Yeah. If you want to, you can pop the knees down. Remember to be gentle with your practice. Work in a way that feels manageable. We're not looking to strain. Bending the elbows in towards the ribs. Then when you're ready to, you can lift and pull forwards into your upwards facing dog. Nice. Option here, low cobra, sphinx posture, whatever feels useful. When you're ready to, push back. Downward facing dog. Nice. We're going to step straight through into a nice high lunge. So step your right leg forwards. Okay. Root down through the back leg. Sink nice and low. Navel draws in and we tilt the pelvis forwards. So if you want to, you can put your hand onto your sacrum, the other one onto the lower belly, and try to tilt. Yeah. Brings on this nice stretch here through the front of this quad. Root down here. Arms wide. Yeah. Give someone you love a nice big hug. And then when you're ready to, hands down, step back. Downward facing dog. Lovely. Left side now. Stepping through. Root down. Yeah. Finding your balance. Root down through both feet. Get that nice heel push back, but then find the tilt forwards. Yeah, really easy here, especially in some bodies where there's a bit more mobility in the lower back, to kind of stick the bum out, sink down. We want this nice strength here through the core, navel coming in, Deep lunge, so your left glute is going to the floor, arms wide. Take a hug. Nice, hands to the floor. Step back. Down dog. Breath here. When you're ready to, weight comes forward, modify, pop the knees down if you need to. Otherwise, Chaturanga Dandasana, inhale, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Wherever you are, what you're looking for is a nice lengthening of your spine and an opening of your chest. Yeah, so if what this does is creates compression in the lower back because you're pushing yourself back, don't do that. Think more about pulling forwards like a snail or a slug. When you're ready to, push back, tuck. Downward facing dog, lovely. We're going to walk the hands all the way back. Back of the mat, this time chair pose, bend the knees, squeeze the legs together. Bum goes down, reach the arms up. Nice, okay? So you can have space between the feet if you want to. Otherwise, legs together, sinking nice and low. Navel draws in. Find the balance in the feet, so rock the weight back, rock the weight forward and root down through the whole of the feet. Arms reach up towards the ceiling, but nice soft shoulders. When you're ready to, you can dive forwards, all the way back to forwards fold. Walk the hands forward, high plank. Lower down, belly to the floor if you want to. Inhale, lift the chest. Look for lengthening, the hips should be elevated. Downward facing dog. Nice, right leg steps through. We'll find that high lunge again. One more time, inhale, reach up. Lovely, tilt. Yeah, I like to come up, tilt, and then go back down. Nice. Little bit deeper. Lovely. When you're ready to, we'll take warrior two. So you pivot and open this back hip, opening up to the side of your space and reach the arms wide. We'll just stay here for one breath. So make sure you land in a posture that feels useful. From there, you reach the arm forward and then reverse. So take the hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Lift the chest. Gentle, remember, breath in and breath out. Two more here. Coming back to that nice opening of the side body. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, you can cartwheel the hands. From here, we're going to step back with the right leg. Downward facing dog, straight to the left side, long lunge left side, sweeping up nice and high. Lovely. Root down. When you're ready, warrior two, left side, reach the arms wide. Soft shoulders here. Sinking into this front foot. I'm going to switch sides. So left leg is forward, nice and open. When you're ready to, left arm forward. Look for the lengthening here. Yeah, root down, open up. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, cartwheel the hands. Step the left leg back. Downward facing dog. Really nice. Hands walk back to the back of the mat. Lovely. From here, we're going to clasp the hands behind the back of the neck. Yeah, and I want you to sway left to right. Find a lengthening sensation through the torso, so bend knees if you need to. Otherwise, long legs, lift the thighs. Lots of breath. Inhale and exhale. From here, find space between the feet. We're going to move into our chair pose, bend the knees and start to lift the chest and the arms forward. Yeah, so more like a skiing squat. Yeah, think about sitting the bum back, reaching the arms forward. Root down through the heels and the toes, nice and evenly. Draw the navel in, reach forward. Hug that person. Lovely. Lots of breath. One more. Drawing the navel in, so resist the urge to rest onto the thighs. When you're ready to, we're going to reach the arms forward. Walk, find your plank. Knees. Chest press up. Inhale, lift the chest. Up dog. Low cobra, whatever works. And then pop the knees down. Push back. Take a child's pose. Okay, that was our little bit of heat and fire. So catch your breath. Take a rest. Pop the head down. Take a few moments in your child's pose. We'll take 5 breaths there. Inhale and exhale, just checking my timer. All right. 3 more breaths here now. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Well done. So use this moment to catch your breath. Last one. And then when you're ready to, you can make your way all the way back up to kneeling. Okay, we're going to come back to our seated posture. So nothing fancy, just swizz the legs round. You can bring your cushion back if you want to. Okay, when you're ready to, we're going to bring the feet into a butterfly position. So see if you can make this diamond shape in the legs quite big, so you don't need to bring the heels too close in towards the bum. Yeah, we're just going to come back to those rotations, moving through the pelvis and the waist. Make sure as you move round that you get this nice tilt of the pelvis so the pubic bone rolls forward. Yeah, and then as you come back, pubic bone tucks under, lower back lengthens. Nice. So really kind of creating some nice movement in the pelvis. Yeah. Just kind of rolling around there. Moving a little bit through the torso, the shoulders as well, changing direction. Yeah, sometimes this feeling of movement in the pelvis is really difficult to identify. So if it's really difficult, don't worry. One suggestion is that you just come onto your knees, pop your hands on your lower back and your lower belly and try to kind of find it here. Yeah. Nice. From your bum, we're going to lift the legs out. Okay. And we're just going to rock the knees from left to right. So make sure the space between the feet. Yeah, knee drops inwards, behind the opposite leg. Just allow yourself to move slowly from left to right. Nice. Just a couple more moments. Yeah. From here, we're going to cross the right leg over the left. We're going to find a nice figure of 4 here. So nice runner's stretch. Just wiggle this top heel in towards the bum. Find a level and a place that suits you and has a nice good stretch across the bum here into the glute. Okay. One thing is to try and lift the torso, lengthen through the spine. Yeah. It can be useful to really get quite close in if you're looking for a deeper stretch. Otherwise, here is enough, sitting tall, really working on opening out this right knee, opening out this space here in this hip, flexing that top right foot, sit tall, breath in and breath out. If you're really looking for a really deep stretch, another option is to lift the bum from the floor and kind of work this left knee in towards your chest. Okay, but remember, we don't need to be contortionists. That's not the objective here. We're just looking to create a bit more space in our own bodies. Yeah. Well done. Couple more pause. Stay longer in these stretches. When you're ready to, just gently lift the leg down. Yeah, maybe give that hip a little sway and we'll switch sides. So left over right now. Flex the foot. Feels different on this side, right? Definitely tighter for me. Yeah. Moving a bit deeper, perhaps after a couple of breaths. Yeah, sitting tall. Finding that support through the arms, but without getting tension in the shoulders, the tricky bit. And then when you're ready to, a couple more breaths there, opening out that left knee, remember, so moving it away from your face and then just releasing the leg. Lovely. Okay, we're going to make our way towards our Shavasana now. So shake out through the legs. We'll go slowly. We want to articulate the spine slowly towards the floor. Just give the core a tiny little bit of work before we finish. So again, find that roll of the pelvis. Draw the navel in, lift through the pelvic floor, tuck the pelvis under, start to lower one vertebrae at a time. You can release the hands from the legs, you can keep them there. Light through the neck, so just gentle little space between the chin and the chest. Yeah, drawing the navel in as you roll all the way down, one vertebrae at a time, nice and controlled, eventually making your way all the way down towards the floor. Well done, guys. Just to finish, taking the legs over towards the left side, adjust the hip position slightly, taking the gaze over towards the right. We'll just move the gaze, so just a tiny little bit more movement for the neck, so left to right. So this lovely little healthy twist here, and then some gentle movements for the neck. Making your way over to the other side with the knees, so just shimmy the hips across, stack the legs, find the twist. Keep that gentle movement in the neck if you want to carry on with that. I actually really enjoy the sensation of rolling my head on the floor. Sounds a bit strange, I know. But when I'm doing this, it's kind of what I focus on. It's quite therapeutic. Yeah, like a little head massage. I've still not made it to the hairdressers since everything's opened up, but I'm looking forward to my head massage. Nice. All right, when you're ready, knees all the way up to the top. If you'd like to, you can add in some sort of stretch through the lower back. So hug the knees into the chest, maybe even happy baby if that feels good. Remember, you don't need to reach to the feet. You can grab your calves. The purpose of the posture is to keep the spine flat to the floor and really kind of massage the back into the back of the body, not to elevate the hips, okay? So just whatever works. If you feel like it, you can stretch the heels away, have a nice stretch through the back of the legs, just whatever feels good, even perhaps going up into some sort of shoulder stand if that's familiar, but just when you're ready to, coming into Shavasana. So send the legs wide, send the palms wide, soft shoulders. We'll take a couple of moments here together, but please pause the video, stay here for longer. This is where the magic happens, these moments of rest. They're difficult. We want to think about other things. But see if you can keep your attention here, perhaps setting some intention for the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Sending some love out. Taking a moment to check in. You choose how you want to spend this time. Breath in. And breath out. Pausing, staying here for 5-10 minutes if you can. And then when you're ready to, we'll slowly just start to bring a little bit of movement to fingers and toes. Start to move the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug to end your practice. Fill your lungs with breath. Sigh that out. And then when you're ready to, you can return to your day. So, hope that was useful. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, guys. Namaste.